What is up, my Pika crew? This is ThePikaWu, and welcome to a 5th generation never used tier match against a guy called Chains. He does a lot of Pokemon Wi-Fi battles, as well as some graphic stuff, so if you're interested in that, please be sure to stop by his channel and subscribe. So this team that I'm using today really has no structure at all, rather it's 6 random Pokemon that I put together onto a team and just battled. The end result was actually pretty awesome because the battle was actually very close. Anyways, I wanted to try out specifically the Zangoose because of the new Toxic Boost ability, as well as the Braviary because he has access to Roost after the Black and White 2 move tutor, so that's a really great power up for Braviary. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy and stay tuned for a update video after the battle. So I'm going to lead off with an Emboar while my opponent's going to lead off with a Samurott, and this isn't really a great matchup at all. In fact, it's a terrible matchup because I'm pretty much forced to switch as I carry the Expert Belt rather than the Choice Scarf as an item, so he can outspeed and take me out. So I'm going to bring in my Amoonguss, anticipating the Waterfall or any other physical hit, as Amoonguss is generally one of the best counters to Swords Dance or physical Samurotts. Unfortunately for me, he is a mixed set, and he's going to nicely predict my switch and go for the Ice Beam, which is going to be a solid 2-hit KO. I end up staying in because I don't want him to predict my switch again and go for the Hydro Pump to just dismantle my team completely, so I'd rather take the safe play, let my Amoonguss die, and gain back my momentum as I bring in a good counter, which is Electros. So I'm going to go for the relatively safe play by going for the Choice Banded Wild Charge. I'm playing relatively conservative because I don't want to take too many risks, especially when I've lost my only wall on my team already. So this Wild Charge really doesn't do too much. Unfortunately, it's not quite a 2-hit KO, and that's kind of disappointing. I'm going to switch into my Zangoose because I'm thinking he's going to go for the Stealth Rocks and I can get the free Toxic Orb activation, but he goes for the Toxic, which is just as well. But I know now he's going to bring in the Stealth Rocks because he's going to, try to set up the entry hazards before he dies. So I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to bring in my Braviary to avoid any hazard damage. Predicting either the Switch or the Bronzor's Toxic, I'm going to go ahead and set up a substitute because it's pretty much a win-win situation against the Bronzor. He actually brings in a Skuntank, which I didn't think was too big of a threat, and maybe I can set up on him. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a Bulk Up. So yeah, this is a relatively defensive set, as you can see, because the Skuntank outsped me. I carry Bulk Up, Substitute, Brave Bird, and Roost. And with access to Roost and Bulk Up, Braviary is one of the best setup sweepers, if not the best in the NU metagame. And yeah, absolute monster. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a second Bulk Up, but unfortunately for me, he does carry the Taunt, which kind of surprised me because I thought he didn't have it since he went for the Poison Jab earlier and not the Taunt. Anyways, that pretty much forces me to go for the offensive. I'm going to dish out some Brave Birds, try to take him out in one hit, but I don't think that's going to happen because Skuntank is relatively bulky with high HP and a good defense stat, and I'm invested in HP and special defense and not in attack, so unfortunately he is going to live with red health. So Braviary is an absolute beast. With base 100 HP and base 80 special defense, it can take hits on the special side, and after a couple of bulk ups, it pretty much is indestructible on the physical side, so I definitely recommend him. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go for the Brave Bird, try to take out the Skuntank, but after recoil and aftermath damage, I don't think I'm gonna be able to live, and it is gonna be a double down. So had I lived that hit, that would have been really nice because I would have the switch advantage because he would revenge kill me and I would bring in a counter. But because it is a double down, that's not really that great for me because I end up bringing Emboar against a Samurott. Again, it's like back to square one, like first turn, so that's no good at all. In all honesty, I really don't have anything to take a Hydro Pump, so I end up just staying in and going for the Wild Charge, actually hoping for a miss, but he ends up switching, which is actually good for me. I really don't know why. Maybe he thinks I'm scarfed or something, so this is really good because I might be able to take advantage of the fact that he thinks I'm scarfed, and this misassumption could bring the battle towards my favor. And if I persuade him that I'm scarfed when I'm really not, it could, you know, be a turning point in the game. So that's why I bring in my Golurk as opposed to going for the Flare Blitz. And yeah, I'm just going to set up Stealth Rocks and I'm just going to stay in because Golurk really isn't that important to me on my team because he has this Bronzor as well as this Amoonguss, which pretty much walls my Golurk completely. So after setting up Stealth Rocks, I really don't have anything else to do, so that's why I'm just going to dish out some attacking moves to try to take down this Bronzor as I die to Poison. The Shadow Punch doesn't really quite take him out, that kind of sucks, but I can just take him out next turn, but he ends up switching into an Amoonguss, and that's good for me because the Bronzor is going to die when he switches in later on during another turn in the future because of Stealth Rocks. So yeah. Drain Punch is not going to do much to Amoonguss because he resists it and he's defensive. And yeah, I'm just going to go for an Earthquake as I believe he's going to switch again, which ends up being a pretty smart play now that I think of it, because had I went for the Earthquake and had he gone for like the Giga Drain or whatever, I would have done some damage and then I would have brought in a counter, which would bring momentum back to my favor. But because he foddered at the Bronzor here, it's going to be again a double down, and he's going to take away my ability to have the switch advantage, and it's going to be pretty much a neutral playing field. It's going to be a blind guess to see what he brings in. I'm thinking he's going to bring in the Samurott because it might be his go-to guy during the blind switches. So yeah, that's why I bring in Zangoose, but unfortunately for me, he has the Kangaskhan, which probably has Fake Out, so I don't want to take any damage with the Fake Out, so I'm going to bring in Emboar, and yeah. I'm going to try to bluff that I am Choice Scarfed, and I'm going to stay in and just go for the Superpower to try to take him out. The reason why I go for the Superpower is because I know he isn't going to go into the Amoonguss because he doesn't want to risk losing it to a Flare Blitz. So sometimes actually playing obvious ends up working out because the opponent will overpredict, and that's exactly what happens. He brings in his own Emboar, predicting the Flare Blitz. So yeah, it's going to take a Superpower to the face, and it's going to be a one-hit KO, which is rather surprising because I'm not Choice Banded, so I don't have that extra attack, and Emboar has a lot of HP, so that was really nice to have a you know, clean one-hit KO. Now he's going to bring in the Amoonguss, that's fine. I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz to finally reveal that I am not Choice Scarf. So in fact, he actually just switches, actually predicting my switch. So unfortunately, I don't take out that Amoonguss, but I do deal a good amount of damage against this Kangaskhan. Because I revealed to him that I am not Choice Scarfed, which he probably thought I was up until now, he can outspeed me with this Kangaskhan and take me out with any hit he wants. So he ends up choosing Fake Out and he takes me out. I end up sacking Emboar because I really don't want my Zangoose or my Eelektross, my last two Pokemon, getting hurt. I want to conserve them at relatively high HP. So after my Emboar is down, I'm going to bring in my Zangoose. I'm pretty sure I can live a Sucker Punch because he is not Life Orb, rather a leftover set. So I'm just going to go ahead and just pull off a Facade as he switches into a Amoonguss. I guess as Death Fodder. So yeah, this Facade does a ton of damage. Check this out. Boom! Against a defensive, probably max HP, max defense Amoonguss, does around like 80%, which is like absolutely ridiculous, and it is easily going to take him out in the second turn. So I'm thinking his plan is fodder out Amoonguss and bring in Kangaskhan once again to try to scare me out with the Fake Out, and that puts me at a very uncomfortable position. This isn't good at all because as he brings in the Kangaskhan, he can either go for the Fake Out, predicting my Zangoose to stay in, that would take out my Zangoose, or he can go for the Double Edge, predicting my switch and take out my Eelektross in 2 hits, which is pretty bad because I don't know what he's going to do. Luckily for me, he goes for the Fake Out as I switch into Eelektross, so I actually end up getting the better end of the guess, I guess. And now I'm pretty sure he won't be able to take me out with a Double Edge, so I'm free to take out this Kangaskhan with a Wild Charge, but rather he's going to switch and just fodder out his Samurott, which is fine. Either way, you know, I think that was a good play on my opponent's part because Kangaskhan has high speed and it does carry that priority move Sucker Punch, which is important later on against my Zangoose. So yeah, Samurott is going to die. So finally, I'm at the winning side for once. It's actually 2-1 now. I have Electros and I have the Zangoose, while my opponent only has the Kangaskhan left. So this is good. I might be able to win after, you know, a really bad start. So let's see. He's going to go for the fake out. That's a good play because he can recover more leftovers recovery if he goes for the fake out and then take me out rather than just take me out altogether. And yeah, this is bad again. Puts me at a very, very uncomfortable position because after the leftovers recovery, I do have quick attack and I know I can outspeed, but because the leftovers recovery brings him at a pretty high amount of health, I don't think quick attack will take him out. So there's like a 50% chance I win. If I go for the quick attack as he goes for the sucker punch, I will win. But if he goes for the return as I go for the quick attack, he will win because he would take me out and live the quick attack. But luckily for me, he goes for the sucker punch. And yes, that means I can go for the second quick attack and take him out. And that will be the match. Very, very awesome match, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you guys did, feel free to leave a like, favorite, and a comment, and really help me out, guys, because I really don't know how active my channel is after a month. So please be sure to like this video to see if you guys are still active. But yeah, now it's time for the update video. Basically, let's see, there's like 3 things I wanted to talk about. One is my current uploading circumstance. 2, new design for the battle layout, which was made by XA Blitz. Awesome guy. Thank you so much for making that. Definitely check him out again. He has the best content, hands down. Best aesthetics. Really nice Pokemon battles. So 3, I wanted to talk about my future plans for this channel. Try to make better, high quality videos. So 1, current circumstance. So I've been very, very busy over the past few months, and I will probably still be busy up until January. So no promises. I'll, you know, attempt to make more videos during this period of time when I'm very busy because I've got college applications, school, and, you know, sports, as well as music auditions. So I'm pretty much swamped. Not good at all, but hopefully, you know, I'll make some videos. No promises though, but up until January, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but after January, I'm freed up, and I'll promise I'll make a lot more videos. So 2, XA on Blitz, definitely check him out. Like I said again, he helped me out, and he's gonna help out my channel a lot more. And 3, I really want to make more high quality videos, make my videos even better. So what I want to do is, you know, improve my aesthetics. So if anyone is good at design or art, please message me. It's really important. As well as I want to start up some, you know, expand my ThePikaWu thing on YouTube to other mediums. So if anyone who knows how to code who's eager to help me, wants to help me, please be sure to PM me as well. So this is ThePikaWu. Thank you for watching my video, and peace out, guys.